Welcome to this full moon tapping session for September 2025. There's some big energy in the air and you're probably feeling it. And this moon isn't necessarily a moon for manifesting. This is a moon intended to help you really feel and move through the old self. The old self is really dying right now and a new self is emerging. Thinking about who you were at the beginning of the year, around the time of, I think it was like from March till May, that kind of time frame, and versus who you are now. There's probably been a big shift, a big change in who you've become in these past few months. And this full moon is definitely bringing up a lot of the themes from beginning of the year to clear them finally once and for all now. And today's tapping is really going to be about letting go of your old self to welcome and in your new self. Again, not a big moon for manifesting. This is more of a full moon for honoring and releasing. And if things are feeling intensified, it's because this particular time period, things are about to move a lot faster. So when things go faster, sometimes they're a little more intense for a moment. And that's why these practices, this tapping practice is so important for you to sit down and do. Every single month I do a release practice and a receiving practice on the full moon, on the new moon. And today we're going to do that together. And if you loved it, my only ask is that you share it. Please share it to your stories. Please share it to 3 friends and join me this coming week of September 9th to 12th. I'm running a free tapping training called Learn to Tap, where we're going to be doing sessions like this every day. If you can be tapping every day right now, especially in this energy, you're going to see a lot of growth. You're going to see a lot of things that you have been working towards start to happen for you, and it's all free. So make sure you join us. All right, as long as you're not driving and you're in a safe place to do so, I invite you to get comfy. Close your eyes, uncross your legs, and connect in, giving yourself a moment to really connect to your energy, your body, your system right now. How are you feeling? How's your nervous system feeling today? Setting aside anything you were doing before this and anything you'll go to after. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, and really setting the intention that this session today is going to help you move past, release anything that you've been holding on to or that's been lingering. It's been lingering in your nervous system, that's been lingering in your energy field. And notice what that is for you. What is it that you need to let go of on this full moon? Bring that to mind. What is it that I need to let go of? If I'm going to be really honest with myself today, that's what we do in tapping, we get honest. What is it that I need to let go of? The full moon, think of it as like a flashlight in the sky. It's illuminating things. It's bringing things to light. It's asking you to look at things that have been in the shadows and saying, hey, I know you want to receive more, but we got to make room for that. So I'm going to shine a light on these things. I'm going to make sure that you have the space to see it today. And when you're ready, let's dive in, tapping on the side of the hand and say, even though there are some things I need to release on this full moon that I may have been avoiding or not wanting to look at, I love and accept myself anyway. Even though this full moon is bringing things up for me to look at. And I feel, fill in the blank about it. Tell me how you feel about it. I love and accept myself anyway. Even though on this full moon, I'm feeling fill in the blank. Tell me how you're feeling. I love and accept myself anyway. Good job. Let's move to the top of the head and say, on this full moon, I'm feeling fill in the blank. Tell me how you're feeling. Say it out loud. tapping on the eyebrow point. Things are being illuminated right now. Tapping on the side of the eye, brought to the surface. Underneath the eye for me to look at. Underneath the nose. What do I need to look at and release on this full moon? Underneath the mouth. And how do I feel about that right now? Tapping on the collarbone point. Today I'm feeling fill in the blank. Tapping underneath the arms. I'm feeling this way because fill in the blank. Tell me why. Why are you feeling this way? Underneath the chest, and I give myself permission to say this right now. Wrist point. To get it out. Top of the head, because I am making room for more. All right, good job. So you can stop tapping. And when I say making room for more, it's more of the good things. Good things want to come into your life, and they are coming into your life. Good things are coming into your life, and they're about to come in fast. That's why we might be feeling intensified emotions on the full moon. Like I said, the full moon's like a flashlight in the sky. It's shining a light on the things that you need to look at. And with tapping, I always like to start with how you feel. So that's why I had you fill in the blank. Today, I feel fill in the blank. For me, being honest, today I'm edgy today. Like, there is an edgy Jackie in the air and I was like, oh my gosh, it's totally the full moon, because it's showing me things. It's showing me where I've settled. It's showing me where I've had bad boundaries. It's showing me where I have been overgiving. And that can bring up irritation. So if you're feeling irritated, on edge, tired on the full moon, these are all very common, very normal things. And that's why it's so important for us to come together in community on this. So thank you so much for being here with me and sharing this to your friends, because it's really helpful for us to feel not alone, right? To understand, oh, this is a natural part of the cycle that's happening right now. So as I mentioned, this isn't really a full moon for manifesting. This is a full moon for being very gentle with yourself and being very honest. So a prompt that I have for you today, and if you've tapped with me before, you've heard me say this many times, but if I'm being honest, how I feel right now is ... So if I'm being honest, how I feel right now is ... I want you to fill in the blank. And you can share it below. So mine is like, if I'm being honest today, how I'm feeling right now is edgy. A little bit bitchy. Okay? And then the second prompt is why. I feel this way because fill in the blank. Tell me why. So the prompt is, I feel fill in the blank today, and I feel this way, why, fill in the blank. I'm gonna read some of these comments. Yeah, I'm feeling a little on edge, I'm feeling tired, I feel full of energy and getting so much done that I've been procrastinating on for a long time. Amazing, this is so good. I feel all over the place. Yeah, so definitely depending on your personal cycle, because the earth has a cycle that we're going through collectively, and then we have our own personal cycles that we're going through, especially as women, right? But whether you're a woman or not, we all have our own rhythms, cycles, and timing. So some people might feel on top of the world today. Some people might feel tired today. It doesn't matter where you are with tapping. We just want to insert, this is how I feel, and this is why I'm feeling that way, and give yourself a moment to get that out, to say it out loud, whether it's heavy or light. I'm feeling anxious. Our family's trying to sell our home. Ooh, you know what? I just made a really great YouTube video for tapping for selling a home or manifesting your dream home. So I'm going to put that up for you. It's 111. I feel like that's a magic sign. I'm going to put that up for you on YouTube later today, so you can try that. Charles says, I'm very tired today because I'm thinking I'm taking on everyone else's negative energy. I'm feeling excited. Trish says to grow and move to the next level. I'm not worrying about people's judgments. Amazing. Well, let's move on to the next round of tapping. Thank you all so much for sharing. Let's tap on the side of the hand again and say, especially because it's a full moon, I give myself a moment to stop and check in with myself. And right now I'm feeling fill in the blank. Tell me how you're feeling. And I love and accept myself anyway. Especially because it's a full moon. I'm going to give myself permission to pause and check in with me. Right now, I'm feeling fill in the blank. Because fill in the blank. Tell me why. And I love and accept myself anyway. And I honor wherever I'm at today. Even though I'm feeling fill in the blank right now. Because fill in the blank. Tell me why. I give myself permission to honor these feelings. I give myself permission to create space for myself. And let go of what's no longer needed. Let's go to the top of the head and say, I'm letting go today. Tapping on the eyebrow point. I'm letting go of what's no longer needed. Side that, I'm letting go of whatever has been in my way. Underneath that, and any feelings that I have around it. Underneath the nose, I'm going to let them come up now. Underneath the mouth, I'm going to allow myself the time and space to feel them. Collarbone point, and let them go. Underneath the arms, I'm saying goodbye to my old self today. Underneath the chest, I'm saying goodbye to the old version of me now. Wrist point, I honor any feelings that are coming up around this. Top of the head, I know I'm being prepared to receive. Eyebrow point, I'm being prepared to receive in this new cycle now. Okay, so I want you to stop tapping and take a breath. And I want you to acknowledge one of the big things that's happening today is the old self. It's time to say goodbye to her. You've been saying goodbye to her throughout the year. There have been things shifting, moving, happening in your life to set you up for this. But there kind of comes this moment where it's like you switch and you're like, wow, I will never be that version of me again. I remember one of the days I had this many years ago. I was sitting by the river, because that's where all the magic happens for me, is by the river. And I had this voice in my head and said, because I was about to get up and leave, and it was like, don't get up yet, because when you get up, you will never be this version of you again. Like something is changing in your life, and you got to sit with this version of you one more time before you say goodbye. And so I want you to really take that moment today. Today's full moon is about saying goodbye to your old self. Really, the 30-day cycle that we've been in since the beginning of September, kind of end of August, it's about releasing the old self. And some of the things that I like to do in this practice is like, who was the old version of me? What was she like? Like old Jackie loved to accommodate people, loved to make everyone feel like they were the most important person. And I loved that about old Jackie, but new Jackie, in order to go to the levels that I have planned, that I know are coming, I can't do that anymore. So I'm saying goodbye to overgiving. I'm saying goodbye to fill in the blank. So what is it that you're saying goodbye to today that your old self did, that your new self doesn't do? I'll say that again. What are you saying goodbye to today that your old self did, that your new self doesn't do? Nikki says, I feel so unsure even though I was looking forward to this. This suddenly feels so unsafe even though I was looking forward to it. Okay, so there's feelings of, like big feelings of like, whoa, I don't know if this feels safe to move forward. I don't know if it feels safe to let this go. So don't worry, we're not done tapping yet. We're gonna move through the rest of this energy. But I want you to identify that core thing. What did my old self do that my new self is no longer has room for? Okay, and this is where the energy is going to start to shift, get a little bit more fun, as your new self is coming in fast. It's one of the themes of this full moon. It's going to be intense because it's going to be fast. And I often say in my tapping training that we can feel better in minutes, not just months. That's the power of this technique. That's the power of tapping, specifically the release to receive method. So if a lot comes up for you right now, whether it's exciting things or heavy things, the free training coming up this week is going to be really important for you to be at. Okay, we start Tuesday. We're tapping every day at 9 a.m. Tapping, teaching, experiencing it. It's going to help everything that we do today. It's going to help continue moving it forward. Trish says, my old self was a people pleaser to make sure people didn't judge me. So your new self, I love that you've identified this. So your new self is caring more about herself before everyone else. That's revolutionary. That's groundbreaking. What if every woman did that? What if every woman cared more about what she thought about herself than everyone else did? That's the kind of work that changes the world. And people might say, well, that's selfish. It's actually selfish to not take care of yourself first, to not love yourself first. Nicole says, I'm no longer procrastinating on things that move me forward under the guise of saying yes to others first. Nicole, I'm so excited. Nicole joined my mastermind. We're working on her movement. I'm so excited. It's true. Your new self has arrived, Nicole. And she has already said yes to the new things. I'm so excited for you guys to see what happens. So honoring that new. If we can't make it at 9 a.m., can we watch the version later? Yes, you can watch the replays all week long. So no worries if you can't make it 9. I'm releasing old me was a guilty people pleaser. Okay, so what's the opposite of that? Who is the new you? If the old me was this, the new me is that. This is something I teach in tapping school, how to think in opposites. So old me was a people pleaser and felt guilty for if she didn't put herself first. New me knows that the best thing I can do for other people is to put myself first, because then I can bring the best energy. Then I can give from a place of abundance, and I can give from a place of energy. I have a lot to give when I'm functioning in the version of my new self who does X, Y, and Z. Okay, so let's tap into the new self this next round. So tapping on the side of the hand. You're doing such a great job. And say, especially because it's the full moon, I give myself the time and space to explore how I've been feeling and to say it out loud. And I give myself permission to say goodbye to the old me, to let go of who I used to be, because I am being prepared for a new version of me now. And even though this transition and change might feel a little uncomfortable, I love and accept myself anyway. I allow these feelings to be felt today, because there's a new me emerging now. Even though I'm saying goodbye to my old self, I want to thank her. Thank her for getting me to where I am now. But it's time for me to evolve. It's time for a new level to begin. Tapping on the top of the head. I want to say thank you to my old self. Eyebrow point. Thank you for getting me here. tapping on the side of the eye. Thank you for walking through all the obstacles and challenges that you were faced with. Underneath the eye, but it's time for us to evolve. Underneath the nose, it's time for me to say yes to myself. Underneath the mouth, it's time for me to put what I want first. Tapping on the collarbone point, it's time for me to listen to what my soul's been asking me to do. Underneath the arms, this full moon is getting me ready now. Underneath the chest, I honor who I used to be and what I used to do. Wrist point, I release any dysfunction around it now. Top of the head, I say what I need to say and do what I need to do. Eyebrow point, because this is building me into someone new. Side of the eye that I'm really, really excited about now. Good job. So you can stop tapping and take a deep breath. And I want you again to not rush any of the feelings that are coming up today. It's one of the big themes of this full moon. Do not rush your feelings. This is a time to honor them, to feel them, to ask yourself, what am I feeling and why am I feeling that way? I'm feeling fill in the blank today because fill in the blank. Give yourself space to explore your feelings, to be in them. Because the cool thing is, the minute we be with them is when they change. And that happens with your old self and your new self. The minute you sit with your old self and you say thank you to her, and I see you, thank you, I see you, then you change and you become a new version of you. And it's happening right now in this very moment. And so I love you. I love doing these sessions with you. And I love being able to give to the community. And the only thing I ask is that you share these. Share this to your Instagram stories. Share this to 3 friends. And please come and join us this week. Join us in the Learn to Tap free training. Tap with us every day, starting at 9 a.m. this week, starting September 9th to 12th. And to say yes to the journey of becoming tapping certified. Come and learn to tap with me over the next 6 months. We're starting on October, the very beginning of October. Tapping school is open as of this week. I'm going to be opening it on Thursday. And walk with me over the next 6 months. I'm going to show you not only how to use this tool to heal yourself, but how to use it to heal others and build your own healing movement. So whether you just want to personally go through your own healing journey or you want to use this tool to help others feel better faster, this is a really powerful time frame for you to be doing this. So we'll be wrapped up by March. If you join me this year, you'll be wrapped up by March. You'll be fully certified and ready to build your movement. You love this so much. Thank you. Hello. Hi, Adam. Rosalie says, love that it's not time to rush through feelings, but rather to sit with them. That's it. That's this full moon. And Nicole says, thank you for doing this today. You're so welcome. So I look forward to seeing you this Tuesday for the Learn to Tap free training. If you need the link or you can't find it, just send me a DM. But I will look forward to hearing all the things that came up for you. And thank you for sharing your full moon with me. Bye for now.